I thought you were spelling something unique. All right, we got Nicholas 8. My gosh, well, there you go, you have your thing. Can you point to where that bothers you?
It hurt like right in here.
Okay.
But like that was like months ago.
Okay, all right.
I did
Well,
like physical therapy and everything.
okay. So what did they diagnose?
It was a fracture
Growth plate?
on the,
Evulsion fracture?
It was a growth plate.
yeah.
How hard do you drill?
My perfect game is 78.
How old?
14.
So you're 8th grader?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hard drawer. Okay. Okay. Probably, did he grow quite a bit within that last year that he grew? Yeah. Okay. So almost assuredly, a vast majority of that issue was he just grew beyond fast for his soft tissue to be able to.
handle.
Okay. Now, my son had this. Our son had the exact same thing. Okay. Almost at the exact same age, maybe a little earlier. 13.
13.
So now, here's what I'm going to tell you. Good news. Almost surely we can get that solved. Challenging news. That still even though it was growth that caused that, without question. It also told us a little bit about maybe an inefficiency that when you get to be 18 years old, if we don't get everything solid to what we're supposed to, that now becomes Tommy John. Do you follow me? So let's get this straightened out. Now, a vast majority of Major League Baseball players will say, when I was 13, 14, or 15, I had to shut it down for a while because of elbow or shoulder. Almost all of them. And they got it straightened out. Okay, now some of them end up even though they got it fixed, they ended up having Tommy John or labrum later because they didn't really improve. Now that's one of the reasons you're here is, other than growth, what else do we need to pay attention to, right? So that we're gonna find out, right? We're gonna find out. One thing I'm gonna look at, oh, okay, not bad. These things you're really gonna have to work hard at, because right now, he has GERD and he has winging, okay, which is an indicator of where that's gonna be pain. Now, listen to me carefully. You, sir, are a Maserati with a flat tire. So, if we can fix that Maserati, that flat tire, you're gonna go, right? So we gotta fix your flat tire. I don't want you driving around the neighborhood in Jacksonville on your Maserati going, I have no idea why this thing does not go more than 25 miles an hour. It's really irritating me, right? And somebody's like, well, you gotta fix the tire, dude. And you would go, well, look at the engine. Okay. So let's take a look at this. All right, Nick, here we go. Cross the acromial line. And we are. Okay? We are crossing a acromial line, and I'm going to give that a 6. Okay? Inverted W, 0. Elevated distal 2. Forearm fly out, 6. Okay, so now, here's the fun part. Okay, you're gonna have to see if you can remember this. Do you remember throwing the ball in the one with the one? Do you remember throwing the ball in this position? Do you remember throwing the ball in this position?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You get a pick. Which one did you? Okay, there's 4 different choices. 1. I like the ball in the 1. It was amazing. I loved it. It was awesome.
My arm felt great.
Awesome. 2, ball put in the 2 position. Felt so much better, I loved it. 3, both of them felt really good. 4, didn't change, neither one of them felt good, didn't make much difference. Which one would you choose?
They both felt good, but I like the first one better.
The ball in the 1? Okay, so that's where we're gonna focus. Right there. All right. Did you notice that when you put the ball in the 1 that you didn't have any medial elbow pain?
Yes, today it felt better when I came from doing the.
You're welcome. Okay, so now, have you thrown the club yet?
No, sir.
Okay, that'll be next. Okay. Now, Dad, for somebody that's an 8th grader that's throwing at 78 miles an hour, he is going to throw it. You just have to trust me on this. He's going to throw it somewhere between 90 and 95 when he is 21 years old. Okay? The question will be, not whether you're going to throw it 90, 95. That's not the question. The question is, are you going to be healthy when you get there? And you're going to be able to spin a curveball, you'll be able to throw a changeup, you're going to do all that, and be able to recover and fight. Okay, your velo is never going to be your constraint. What's going to be your constraint is this. We want to take care of this. If we take care of this, right, you're going to be good. Now, are you major league good? I have no way of knowing that. But you're going to be at least a top college pitcher and throw it hard. It's not going to be. So the thing about it is, whether that's put a ball in the 2 position or the 1 or the club, you got to use that until this pain goes completely away. I want 0 pain, as close to 0 pain as we can. Now I know that may not happen for a while, but that's where we have to head. Okay? Okay? You promise me? The 3 days, and we're gonna radar tomorrow. All you guys are gonna get a chance to radar tomorrow. It'll be the last thing before we go. And I always call it the ecstasy and the agony, right? You guys are either all fired up and doing cartwheels up in the barn, or you're despondent and need counseling, right? It's one or the other. Now, that's the reason we do it last. Now, my comment to you is, if I'm your personal agent, you're the only guy I'm coaching in the whole world, I would tell you what your radar down there tomorrow is irrelevant. If you're 78 miles an hour and you're an 8th grader, your velo is not the problem, right? It's arm health. You probably already know that. And I know you're in Florida and you see this guy throwing at 84 and he's... Okay. When everybody is 20 years old, everybody goes, there's some people that just, they're 14 years old and they're having a full beard and they're smoking a cigar and they're dating the concession stand lady, right? And then you got some people that are 14, like you haven't shaved. Have you started to shave yet?
No, sir.
Okay, that's my point. Eventually, whenever you can't compare apples to apples, there it's when you get to be 18, 19 years old. That's when you can compare it. But if he's 78 miles an hour now, velo isn't your problem. So I don't want you to get down there and get your feelings hurt, because I would rather have you have your arm feel better on Monday and go home than break some sort of record down there and still have this pain. Follow me?
Yes, sir.
How I can help you pitch past high school is this. Your velo is going to be fine. All right. Enough of that. Let's keep on. Hopefully I made my point. Forearm play now. 0. So you're either one or the other. You're either 0 or you're all right. Glove side. Just a little low, circle low, and give it a 4. And we can work a little bit on the glove side too. That's a secondary. Not a problem. Okay, now let's go to launch. Ooh, that's out there, isn't it? Jeez. All right. Pronation. 0. Nice. Arm straightened out.
Flexion of the trunk.
Oh, no, arm straightened out. 2. Flex of the trunk. 2. Rotate around your front hip.
Crosses middle.
Oh, crosses midline. Almost 0,
A
isn't
little
it?
bit. His fingers
2.
are right there.
It's a very interesting way to hold your pen. Show Joe how you hold your pen.
We get unique ones.
Wow. All right, so what are you going to say?
He is borderline of block.
Block? Yeah,
Just so that he.
Okay, and then rotate around the front hip. Looks like you're, so are you a Gator fan? No?
Yeah, no, I'm at the sea.
You're what?
At the sea fan.
Oh, so you're mooning Gainesville then? 0. Okay. So remember, Nicholas, your whole thing for a while now is figuring out, and tomorrow morning I'm going to do a mindset. I'm going to show you, but it's the whole thing is how we can get this. You can throw hard with no pain. That's the whole deal. Right? Future's bright when you're able to do that.